Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Wednesday, August 3, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 360 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation. So make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Baltimore Orioles vs Texas Rangers. Our team pick is Rangers minus 1.5 runs, and here is why. Despite selling some key pieces ahead of the trade deadline, the Orioles are still very much in the playoff picture and will be going for a sweep of the Rangers following Tuesday's win. Baltimore went off for 5 runs in the 3rd inning, highlighted by a 3-run homer from Jorge Mateo, who later went deep again on a 2-run shot in the 9th. Jordan Lyles tossed 6.1 innings of 1-run ball in the win, allowing 7 hits and 1 walk, while racking up 7 strikeouts. Star rookie Adley Rutschman had a pair of doubles with an RBI and 2 runs scored to pace the offense. Any hope of finishing even at .500 is slipping away from Texas, which has been outscored 15-4 through 2 games against the Orioles following Tuesday's loss. Marcus Semien finally got Texas on the board with a 5th inning RBI single, but the Rangers were already down 6-0 by that point, and a later homer by Maibris Viloria wasn't enough for a rally. Spencer Howard got hit hard in the loss, allowing 6 runs on 6 hits and 2 walks over 4 innings, striking out 3. Viloria had a 3-hit game with a homer and a double in a rare start at catcher. While the Orioles are the better team overall, the Rangers have a big enough pitching advantage here to be worth a bet. All signs point to Perez sustaining the impressive numbers he's put up so far, while the rookie Bradish has struggled in his first taste of MLB action. This is a career year for the veteran Perez, who has posted an impressive 65 ERA 76 FIP, as opponents have simply been unable to generate any hard contact against him, even if he doesn't strike out many. Baltimore's offense is certainly beatable with a 94 WRC+ to rank 21st in baseball. And the unit will have to adjust without slugger Trey Mancini after he was dealt to the Astros. Bradish has displayed strikeout stuff, but is giving up far too many homers, en route to a 177 ERA, 126 FIP in his young career. Perez has been a great bet all year, and these plus odds tilting. Boston Red Sox vs Houston Astros. Our team pick is Houston Astros minus 1.5 runs, and here is why. The Boston Red Sox are currently in dead last place in the AL East, as they have struggled to string together wins this season. They are also 4-6 in their last 10, as they have a long way to go before they are back in the playoff hunt. The Red Sox also just traded for Tommy Pham, but they had to give up Christian Vasquez. At the plate, the Red Sox are scoring 4.57 runs per game, and they are hitting .254 as a team. This is the 13th most runs scored per game and the 6th highest overall team batting average, as they have shown that they can consistently reach base. They just have very little power, and they have struggled when they have men in scoring position. The Red Sox are only hitting .98 home runs per game, which is the 20th lowest overall average in the league. They are struggling to score multiple different ways, as they can string together hits, but they just can't find that one big hit that will allow them to pull away from their opponents. I also expect the Red Sox to stay fairly conservative on the base paths, as they have only taken 39 bases this season, which is the 24th least in the MLB. They allow their bats to move runners into scoring position, as they don't have a ton of speed inside their lineup. The Houston Astros struggled at the dish in the first game of this series, but they will look to turn that around in this one. They are currently in first place in the AL West, as Houston has a 12.0 game lead over the second-place Seattle Mariners. They are also 5-5 in their last 10, as they will be looking to string together some more wins. The Astros also just traded for Trey Mancini and LHP Will Smith. At the plate, they are scoring 4.52 runs per game and hitting .239 as a team. This is the 14th most runs scored per game, but only the 20th highest overall team batting average. Their home run power has kept them in these games, as they have struggled to consistently reach base this season. Houston is averaging the 3rd most home runs per game, as they are smacking 1.42 balls out of the park each game. This is very difficult to keep up with, as they can hit multiple extra base hits each inning or clear the bases with a moonshot over the outfield wall. I also expect the Astros to stay aggressive once they have reached base safely. They have struggled to move their base runners into scoring position with their bats, so they have attempted to steal more bases as of late. The Astros have already stolen 52 bases, which is the 17th most in the MLB. I will be riding with the Houston Astros in this one. They are seeing the ball well right now, and they have a great matchup against the Red Sox young pitcher. Brayan Bello is starting, and he has had a difficult time getting anyone out in the first few starts of his career. The Astros are too talented at the plate, as they are hitting the third most home runs, and they are talented enough to string together hits consistently throughout this game. Boston is also allowing the 24th most runs per game, and they have already committed the 23rd most fielding errors. The Red Sox won't back up their young pitcher, and the Astros will take advantage all night. I also love Houston's starting pitcher, Jose Urquidy. He is currently 9-4 with a 3.86 ERA and a 1.21 WHIP. His ERA also drops to 2.64 when he is playing inside his own ballpark, as the Red Sox will stay cold at the plate. Urquidy will keep them off the base paths, and Boston won't give themselves enough chances to cover this spread. Our total pick is over the total, and here is why. Boston is going through issues from the mound as we head into the bulk of the second half. They hold the 6th highest staff ERA and give up an underwhelming 4.71 runs per contest. Rafael Devers and Trevor Story remain out for the foreseeable future, and they continue to be without Rich Hill, Chris Sale, and Michael Wacha. They serve up a lot of runs, and that won't change in this one with the rookie Crawford on the mound. Houston is one of the stronger offensive units in the game and should be able to put a big number on the youngster. Expect most of the runs in this one to come from Houston, considering Urquidy has been lights out as of late. Take the over here and a big Astros victory. Kansas City Royals vs Chicago White Sox. Our team pick is White Sox minus 1.5 runs. And here is why. The Royals have been one of the worst teams in baseball all season long, and of late, it has been clear that this team and organization have thrown in the towel. The trade deadline saw them operate as sellers in the market, trading away some of their only key pieces as they continue to play towards the future. The Royals sit in last place in the AL Central, and with a 5-5 record in their last 10 games, they haven't shown signs of getting much better. A win on Monday night was instrumental to their mentality and confidence, though giving it right back on Tuesday leaves question marks as to how this team might react in the finale. Adding in their struggles on the road, this could be a challenge. Much was expected of the White Sox coming into this season, and while they started off slowly, they've worked their way back into a position where they can be dangerous over the final 2 months. They've been able to close the gap on the Twins atop the division, but with the Guardians lurking in the race as well, Chicago knows that it needs all the wins it can down the stretch, especially against the teams in the basement of the division. They've gone 6-4 over their last 10 games, and even with their losing record at home, should have plenty of confidence and momentum after bouncing back with a win on Tuesday night. The Royals were able to spring the upset in the series opener, but with everything on the line for the White Sox coming down the stretch, they have too much experience and talent to drop the series finale. Lynn has struggled but remains dangerous, while the addition of Robert back into the lineup should make things interesting as well. For the Royals, there just simply isn't enough talent between the injuries and trades to find success in this one. Our total pick is under 8.5 runs, and here is why. Looking at these pitchers since the All-Star break, they have done very well at limiting damage, as Singer has a 0.69 ERA in 2 starts, while Lynn has a 3.09 ERA in his 2 starts. Neither offense has been scoring a lot as of late, as the Royals are averaging 3.25 runs per game in their previous 12 games, while the White Sox are scoring 3.45 runs per game in their last 11 games played. The under is 22-7-1 in their previous 30 games against one another, so go with under 8.5 runs to hit in this game.